we talked about kind of in the dawn of the George Floyd demonstrations that were happening in early June, that a lot of musicians were starting to come with like a reckoning a little bit with the way that they may have inadvertently contributed to anti-black racism or prejudice in the country. One way was the band formerly known as Lady Antebellum, who realized that realizes that
Antebellum's not a good period of time in American history. If you're a person of color, it's not quite good.
Yes. So they tried to make amends for it by saying like, hey, we don't want any sort of mix up to be made with our band and how we feel based on our name. So we're going to be known as Lady A from now on. Sounds good, doesn't work. There's already an artist named Lady A, who was a black woman, a blues singer, who is very upset that this was going to happen. And so this seems to be a little bit of a standstill because it was like, okay, we can't have two people named Lady A because a white band deciding to change their name to not be racist to take over a black woman's name is just like, it's beautiful. But
life is beautiful.
It's gotten worse. It's somehow gotten more beautiful or more worse depending on how morbid your humor is, because Lady Antebellum is suing Anita Lady A White for the rights to the name
of Lady A.
Yeah. Lady A said the decision to file a $10 million payment or like a lawsuit for the $10 million payment is interesting. The money would be split in half to rebrand and
then to donate to
organizations supporting black independent artists. Yeah.
And that was a trade-off so that Lady Antebellum could keep Lady A, and then she can rebrand her entire thing, basically. Is the idea of that, but Lady Antebellum's like, nah.
So like Lady A wanted that $10 million payment. Yes. The band was like, no, we're not doing that, and that's when they decided to lawyer up, just to kind of clean up that explanation.
Pretty much.
And yeah, it is such a mess. I will go into the original Lady A's statement. Lady Antebellum has used their wealth and influence to intimidate and bully me into submission without offering any real recompense for appropriating my name, as if having a lot of money gives them permission to tread on my rights. Given the way that Hillary, Charles, and Dave have treated me, I'm not surprised they used the name Lady Antebellum for so long, or that their cure is to adopt a name that is only less overtly racist. The A in their name stands for Antebellum and always will. If they are truly committed to racial equality, why do they want to maintain that association, especially when it means making a public, intentional stand to disregard me and my rights? Pretty fiery.
Yeah. I didn't think the 10 million is. It hurts a little bit, but if you're gonna take somebody's name and stuff, and you have to completely redo it, then that's, to me, not too big of an ask for a band that has a big following and enough money.
Yeah, they're Grammy Award nominated and winning. They have a big following within country music. And this is stemming from, again, Lady Antebellum kind of, you can say their heart is in the right place maybe in the beginning of this.
Yeah.
But the way they solved it was a mistake. The mistake was not looking hard enough and making sure, okay, Lady A is at Taken.
Yeah, exactly.
It's being used somewhere. Is there like a Spotify search someone can do to figure this out?
Really, it's not that hard, people.
Now they've caused extra harm, and to fix their mistake, they're getting into a fight with the person they caused harm with. Like, this is just such a losing battle for Lady Antebellum, and it's also kind of a microcosm of the issues that sometimes people of color have with white people who mean well, but are ultimately like in it for themselves based on how their actions kind of show it.
Yeah.
It's very performative, this kind of wokeness, if you will. That's where it really exists. So, yeah, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know exactly how this is going to go as far as legal stance does, but it's pretty clear whose side I think we're on this podcast.
This is hilarious.